All right, Coach, day 20, and let's be honest, it's not about X's and O's right now. You pretty much know what you got. I'm not here to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm pretty sure you've heard some of the information leaking from down the road. How are you adjusting as you're getting close to game time right now?
Well, anytime you have a rivalry, such as this of this magnitude, that comes with the territory. So the thing that we as coaches and players have to do is block out all the outside, noise and focus on what we have to do. Focus on coming out here every day to get better at the little things, get better fundamentally, get better schematically, and make sure that we're putting ourselves in a position to be the most conditioned team, the team with the most energy and enthusiasm, and the team that's most prepared to win the game.
Now, Coach, without you revealing too much, I'm pretty sure that you're going to give me a soft shoe answer anyway, but you pretty much in your mind have who you would want to be as far as your depth-wise, do you not?
We do. We have some guys that have separated themselves and distanced themselves throughout camp. We have a few of the younger guys who are really doing a great job and pushing for some playing time. One thing we did yesterday as a staff is we went through our roster and kind of ranked all of our players from basically from 1 to 45 on offense and 1 to 42 on defense, and just to kind of see if we have the right guys on the field, and it kind of worked out the way that we have it. From a depth chart standpoint, that we are playing the best guys. We moved a couple of guys around some positions to make sure that we are getting the best guys on the field. But we have a pretty good idea. Of course, nothing is set in stone because we still do have a week and a half before tip-off, so kickoff. So there are some positions that are still right there on that fringe. There's a fierce tackle battle going on at left tackle right now. And my quarterback competition is really, really heating up, and those three guys are really doing a great job of competing and making plays. And so, we'll reveal. I heard Coach Asbury say that he probably send in a depth chart the day before the game, and that's fine. We'll send a depth chart probably today. It'll have me at quarterback, and it'll have Coach Street at linebacker.
I can be a linebacker for you too, Coach.
That's right. I'll put you at free safety.
There you go. I'll take that right now. Now we got Coach Willie Simmons here, and Coach, you talk to the guys about learning the opponent. This is a time when you really start digging deep down into what the Tigers are going to try to be pulling off and how they want to pull it off. What have you learned? And you even said something that was very key. There's a lack of respect that you're sensing, and you use that as a building block, not only for these guys, but for you personally. This is the first time out the box. You're the new kid on the block. You got all the glitter and the glam, and they have intentions to want to shut you down, and you want to let them know that I belong here, right?
No doubt about it. I'm the youngest coach in the league by a long shot, first-time head coach. And so, of course, there are guys that have been in this league for a long time. And for, a 34-year-old head coach to come to the league and, sit up there with such great respected coaching in this league, I got to earn my keep. And, the same thing goes for this team. I mean, we were picked third in the conference on this side, and that, depending on how you look at it, can be respectful or disrespectful. I think Grambling and Southern got the bulk of the votes, and I guess a lot of people didn't feel too highly about Pine Bluff and Texas Southern, so we kind of just got stuck there by happenstance. So we have a lot to prove. Every game for us, we're going to take it one game at a time, and we know and we understand the magnitude of this game that we're coming up against for Texas Southern. But we're going to do our best job to bring out, like Coach said, bring out A game. Talk to these guys. I don't know anything other than an A game, so hopefully they'll bring their B and C game, and we can keep our A game on like we always talk about every day. But it's an exciting game. I'm fired up about opening up with these guys and showing our Prairie View alum that this program is headed in the right direction.
Now, Coach, you talked a lot about your play from your quarterback, and you got good quality play from your running back. You inherit a heck of a situation here, man. And when I'm looking at your backs, and not in any particular order, but Anderson, Lockett, Abear, Brown, and Ham, these guys are running with authority. They're running like, hey, if you mess up, I'm going to replace you, and that's got to be a good thing for you to see as a coach.
It is a great thing. Of course, competition drives us all, and we're very loaded at the running back position. A lot of great depth. All of those guys at some point, those three seniors that you talked about, with Jonte, Courtney, and Fred Anderson, at some point in their careers, they were all the guy. Fred was the leading rusher early in his career. Courtney was the leading rusher, a couple of years ago, and then Jonte was the feature guy last year. So, all three of those guys, but I can't even say the back of their mind, in the front of their mind, want to be the guy.
And that's a good thing. Not only do they want it, but they're supporting each other. They're coaching each other up, and there's not any backbiting from what I've been in depth in this, and I've seen this, and I want to thank you all for allowing us to be here for that as well. But when you see that, and then you see the level, well, I won't call their names out because of depth chart purposes, but the 1 and 2s, they're pushing each other at the quarterback position. You're going like, wait a minute, man, this is a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have, and these guys are one thing we talked about. One of our key points, our 7 keys for success is family, and in a family, no matter who gets the glory, we're going to all celebrate it. Now, we may all want to be the top dog. We may all want to be, the leading rusher or the starting quarterback or the leading receiver or leading tackler or sack master or whatever. But we have to be great teammates, push one another, continue to compete, and be ready when your number is called. I'm speaking personally as a backup quarterback to Woody Dantzler, during my college career for 3 years. Woody would make a phenomenal play, and I was the first one to celebrate him in the end zone, to congratulate him in the end zone, just because he was doing something great for our team. And Coach Bowden would always kind of talk about that in front of the team, how unselfish I was, even though I wanted to be the guy. Woody knew that, Coach Bowden knew that, everyone knew that, but it was about the team. And I think that's something that these guys are starting to understand, that it's about Prairie View first, and then their individual numbers will come if they continue to work hard.
Now, you said something that was very key. Now, you got guys who want to be the man, but they are patient enough to wait their time. Then you got some guys, unfortunately, just want to be on the team. And that's what this is about, weeding out those guys, because it's time out for guys just wanting to be on the team. You need to be an asset and not a liability.
Oh, and no question. I told them the day before we started, we're only as strong, old cliche, as your weakest link. So, whoever that guy is, if it's a guy that just is happy to put on the purple and gold every day, to walk around campus with a Prairie View T-shirt, a sweatshirt, and shorts on, if that's his only goal, then he's not what we embody here as a family.
He needs to go to the bookstore.
He needs to go and do something else, But we're trying to be a team who supports one another, who loves one another, who really represents this great institution in a first-class manner, and that's in every single thing we do. We all have a role, and each role, no one's role is more important than the other. You may have more responsibility. I'm the head coach, but my role is no bigger than Coach Sharp, who coaches the cornerbacks. If he doesn't do a great job of coaching the corners, then we all look bad. I have a role as a head coach, and I have to do a great job in that role. So we use that as an example to our players, to whether you're the Jonte Hebert, who's a preseason All-American, or whether you're the new walk-on who we just led onto the team today, your role is just as important as the next guy. So own that role, work the hardest you can at it to be the best that you can be. And like I tell them, if you don't like that role, work hard to do something to change it.
That's right. Well, I have a little theory. If you're not happy with your situation, work your way out of it.
That's right.
And whatever that is in athletics and even in life. Coach Willie Simmons, head football coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We are close to the countdown. I know you're excited about it. The fans are excited about it. Now, you got a talk show that's going to be coming up pretty soon. You want to talk a little bit about that, Coach?
Oh, yeah. Definitely excited about our weekly talk show every Monday night over at Wingeritas with my man Mike here. And I'm excited to keep the Prairie View fans and alum up to date with what's going on with Prairie View football. It's an exciting season. Again, I encourage all of you to come support us in the stadium on Mondays at Wingeritas at what time, Mike? 6 o'clock?
Yeah, we were doing it at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, so come and get some good wings, some beverages. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what kind of beverages, because you can get more than just soft drinks and waters, anything to quench your thirst. But we're definitely looking forward to a great time this season with our coaching show. First time ever doing it, and I'm looking forward to a great crowd and just having a good old time with my man Mike here. So I appreciate everything that you do for us, Mike, and the support and the coverage. I mean, like I said, it's a first-class organization you're running, and we're just honored to have you here every day to continue to spread the news of what we got going on here in Pantherland.
Well, we appreciate it, Coach, and we're going to sign off for right now. Day 20 under the belts. Stay tuned for more information. September 5th will be here before you know it, 8 p.m. at the BBVA Stadium, and I don't think it's going to be a friendly sight. Until next time, we'll see you on the other side.